remember last year's Christmas special, if you were there, we were discussing evolving how we were going to be wrapping our presents for next year. We've done so. This year, we're doing reusable grocery store bags. I have picked them up in a variety of colors, and these bags are incredible. They're amazing. You can wash them. You can put more than just your groceries in them. And we really want to be moving away from these kinds of products. Plastics, toxic things that make us sick. They create sickness within our environments as well as without. They're also harmful for the planet. And as Starseeds and Twin Flames, we're going to be shifting from that. But right now, it's about where we spend our money. Where are we putting our dollar? Because right now, that's a lot of where energy transfer happens. We also will be changing that within the future as well. Because when we do what's right with our intention of the heart and we create with quality as well as life, we're doing what's right. Guys, I gotta go see what my dog needs and get this present wrapped. My dog needed to see who was in my bathroom. Now look at this. Look at how easy this was. Just gonna slide the rest of it over. And look at that. Ta-da! You can put a bow on, a tag, and you're ready to go. And of course, most presents are gonna fit within these bags, but we need to start looking and finding and creating these solutions. New solutions to sustaining with life. This year, because we're creating holistic health and healing within and without, and you know, with my side and all the work that I've been doing with Eastern medicine, breaking karmic wounding and patterning, this is something I really wanted to try. And this is the 12 days of Christmas. And it's incredible because these are superfoods. And within here, you just open up the drawers. And they're contained within there. They're sealed up, and you just, the 12 days of Christmas, it's all about learning a new superfood and how to cook with it. And there's a little cookbook right here. This is genius. Speaking of holistic healing in the kitchen, let's go get to making some healing vegetables, all themed for this wonderful season. The birds are agreeing. I love it. Thank you, universe, Mother Earth, chiming in. Let's go do some holistic cooking in the kitchen. And it's very Christmassy. I have some organic vegetable broth that you can pick up anywhere. And please feel free to use whatever kind. You know, Pacific makes a really great one too that's got mushrooms in it. But I'm using a lot of mushrooms today, so I'm not going to be using any mushroom stock. Now I like to add one sauce. Oh no, my helper fell over. Come over here, little man. Okay. And I like to add... I love holistic cooking because your body really craves it, and it allows you deeper transformation. Now, I've got these beautiful Brussels sprouts that I've cleaned up already. And I've cut the bottoms off them, peeled them, and rinsed them. And please use whatever vegetables you like. There's no pressure here, but I want to have the green for these Brussels sprouts. There's many other green vegetables you can use. Now I've picked up some organic white and cremini mushrooms. I love the flavor of mushrooms. And I think it just adds a heartiness when you're cooking vegan. And I want to feel hearty. I feel hearty right now. And then I have picked up some colored potatoes that I've cleaned up here. These, and you know, they're all different colors because why not? It makes the celebration that much more bright. 'Tis the season. And I just cleaned them up a little bit, washed them, throw them right on in there. Okay, now it's time to add our seasoning. I always like Mrs. Dash's because there's no salt in them and they add a lot of flavor. But once again, you do you. And there's this really good half sauerkraut, half sea salt, and I like it. Now my buddy helping me out. Gotta have some turmeric, we're healing. And this one is the good oil and combined, that's the recipe. This one is 4.5 curcumin content right here. It's got all the good healing properties. Throw some of that in there. Like to finish it off with another jar. I've used a different one. The first one was garlic. This one's primavera. Ooh, this one's thicker. Now I'm just going to grab my lid, start her up, and she's ready to go. Good to go. Now we let her do her thing. Creating in our sacred container. We're kitchen witches today. Creating holistic health and healing. How are those vegetables?
They are so good. When I walked through that door and smelled them, I couldn't believe it. And I wasn't even going to have any, but boy, oh boy, this is my second helping. They're amazing.
Vegetable goodness, people.
Great job.
This is what helps get our chakras in flow. I'm going to be pronouncing that 17 different ways by the time the night's over. The sun's just coming out. It's beautiful. It looks beautiful out there. It looks like a winter wonderland. We've had a really great time. It's been great. Thank you for joining me while I showed you how we wrapped our presents this year, as well as cooking, doing some cooking, some holistic healing in the kitchen. I'm a little bit time now for some rest and recouping. So let's have a reading. Slow down here. Change the pace. And thanks to all, old and new, joining us here to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibes. Because this is how we are creating these sacred spaces. That's what they really are. These sacred spaces in this sacred time. And tomorrow, Annular Solar Eclipse in Capricorn. Reading. I'm so excited. I guess I've got everything all cleared off. No, let's start this way. We're going to discuss what's happened. I want to try to keep things quicker today because we've done a lot. And it's been great, everyone that's joined for all these readings. Thank you, guys. We're going to be celebrating. Because whatever has been knocked out by the Tower energy, because they've showed me the Tower now and the Three of Cups more than once. But it's connecting us to something. That Tower is knocking something out so we see something. And it connects us to our celebrations. And there, the Four of Swords. That's what we're doing. Talk about rest and recouping after all this transformation. And the sun, and now we're expanding. This is what we're enjoying, where we're dreaming in this space. That's what we're doing. We're sleeping in heavenly peace. We're having a heavenly slumber. And there's a loon there. There's a loon there. Something is transforming here. Because there's an expansion here from the Four of Swords to the Sun. And it's the Ten of Pentacles. That's where we're shifting to. With the Ten of Cups. And there it is. This is our expansions. This is everything we're after. This is why we work so hard to create holistic healing. From within to without. We're creating with our new patterns. And we know, we've talked about this woodpecker here many times. The woodpecker thrives after the destruction. Because we must destroy in order to create more fertile environments. And that's what we're doing. We're creating more fertile environments that allow connection between our communities. That allow connection between neighbors, friends, family, co-workers on a heart-centered level. It's not like people are gossiping around people and we're playing the ego games to try to show off to one another and connect through that. And then we go home and we reflect within the mirror and we don't feel wholeness. Because we're not connecting to the right things. And that's what we're doing. We've arrived somewhere here in the Six of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups. And this Knight of Cups is about to go through these gates, and this is like shifting, and then a portal, a path, a place opens up, and because there's transformation and we're creating with love. But it's heart-centered. And it's the masculine energy is coming to... It's like the masculine had some time to reflect. And remember, we have both energies within us. Something that's hidden comes to light in these Nine of Cups card. And there's a connection made in this Four of Swords. And there's definitely balance achieved with the Two of Pentacles and going within the Holy King and making the connection. Thank you to the Holy King. That's knowing thyself. That's creating with experience, slow and steady. And look, the masculine and feminine family are home. There's connection. And really, you know what? This is the inner child being set free. And this is like past, present, and future. That's what's happening within this home. Past, present, and future have all met up within this home. And it's time. And that's what we're doing. Past, present, and future are meeting up. And we are expanding anew. All right, let's see what is being activated here. The moon. We know everything has to do with the path of the moon right now. So that's the key, the moon. We're transforming on the path of the moon. We're connecting with the moon because we're connecting the sun to the moon. True self, authentic self. We got the message of that. What's hidden is coming to light. And it's a new beginning with the Fool and the Empress, productivity. And we're going to have strength. We're having a new beginning in order to create the golden ages. This is connecting to the grid of consciousness. And it's like we're literally... our light's being set free. You can see it within the Empress. Like we're glowing. We're literally glowing from within to without. And it's connected to our telepathy, our connection to the oneness, how we're expanding in consciousness. And it really has to do with hope. The hope to transform from the old to the new. And it's after the Tower. Because now we are removing layers to build new layers. And that has to do with partnerships. It's like we're the onion, the cake. But I like the onion. It's really great at representation. We remove layers that have gone rotten, and we regenerate within. And this is connection to partnerships. Look, there's some mistletoe in the background, and there's the connection between divine masculine and divine feminine. And this, we know, is greatly connected to temperance. We're creating with dynamics now. Different dynamics. We're multidimensional. And look, she's connecting to an ancestor here in order to expand. And it's using the energies, it's calling on the energies of our ancestors and helping and praying for this expansion and having faith and trusting. And now is one of the most magical times of the year to be able to do so. This time of year has such an electric feel to it. You know, we go on to New Year's. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Something is expanding here. It's love. Love is expanding. All right. And here it is. From Heartbreak. Okay. And now we've come full circle to what the message is. We are creating balance and connection through the Three of Pentacles, and it's from our heartbreak. And we're restoring balance, and we're doing solar plexus healing. I love these cards. They remind me very much of my grandfather's Italian cards. And what's happening here is that's connecting us to the transformation, and what's hidden is coming to light. It's love. It's love. Actually, love is coming to light. And there is two counterparts, the King and Queen of Cups. And this is what we need now to finish grounding the transformation, because we know we're leaving the energy of the Hanged Man. Now we're working with the Cups energy, and we're transforming. And these two here, they're the nurturers. They're connected to their psychic abilities, the Cup. You know, they're soft and they're lovers. They're lovers. And I love that you can see the serpent coming out of her cup and the pearl that is on his throne. And they both connected to spirit within different ways of the expansion, and the feminine has transformed through the darkness into the light. And I really feel like is really transmuting the darkness, and the masculine is being protected by the light while doing inner child healing within the darkness. And that's what's happening within this expansion. It's beautiful. Where are we going? Alrighty. There it is. The Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Cups. We're seeing through our illusions to build our new home, stability of the light. And we are celebrating. We're celebrating our connection. Everything we set out to do. What blessings. It's time to go celebrate some more with family and loved ones, and really be thankful for what this time of year is all about. Connection, harmonization, and really the generous charge. The generous charge that we all have. And, you know, we can always be in service and feel the gratitude as we give and take. And we let ourselves be in the flow right there. The creation of the flow. Take care. And it all happened on the path of the moon to the sun. And that's what we're doing. And that's where we're going tomorrow. And we are battling back to heal with the Seven of Wands. And something that is hidden is coming to light with the Eight. And look at that. It has to do with the Hermit. And we know the Hermit, that is Where did he go? Right here. The Holy King. No more lack of. It's no more lack of. We're connecting with the King of Swords to the cup. I did a little holiday magic. I've got the cards placed out. Let's get an extra little message before it's celebration time. It's time to get in our Three of Cups energy and celebrate ourselves. Celebrate our harvest. Celebrate our connections. Let's just see what's happening. The High Priestess and the Six of Wands. And there it is. Look at that. There's all that wonderfulness we're creating within our sacred container. That holistic cooking. Look at that. That's what she's doing there. And celebrating the Six of Wands. The connection to spirit. The connection to higher self. This is third eye and crown chakra activations. This is a new energy being created. It's through our passions and this beautiful Christ consciousness, the seed of life. We're restoring the seed of life. We're restoring connection and the seed of life. And we know what has to do with the Nine of Wands. And you know what? It's a mole. It's actually not a groundhog. It's a mole. And this mole means something. I was meditating on it. And I've been meditating on it. Moles can't see. And this mole is helping us to connect the sun and the moon. And it's helping us on our spiritual quest. And I've been meditating. And I need to continue to meditating because there's a message about this mole. And we're going to discuss it at our next reading. And there's the King of Swords. There's the connection. And they showed me these cards. They showed me these cards before I sat down to do the reading. So we have with the King of Swords, our truce. We have the Eight of Chalices and the Oak King. And this is the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups, where we're actually connecting with the sun energy now from the moon. And it has to do with the Tower. And that's where it has to do with the Tower. There's the Three of Cups, the connection. The Three of Cups, the connection restored, the celebration of the harvest through the dark to the light. And there it is. We've removed ourselves from the Eight of Swords energy. That's what we're doing right now, because we're connecting on our spiritual quests with the Nine of Pentacles to ground. And what are we doing? We're working with love. There's counterparts now. We have the Prince and Princess of Cups, inner child healing. And it has to do with the Sword of Clarity, the Sword of the Light, and the inner child connecting to the moon. The inner child is playing authentic tune, connecting to the moon. This has to do with our twin flame and our divine blueprints. Part of our knowledge. Something here that's hidden is coming to light, because we know it has everything to do with nature and the traps that have been set out by the devil energies, and we don't act off our impulses. And also we're connecting with life energies, and we're not laying out traps for anyone else, as well as we're not hurting any animals. We're not hurting life. We're trying to restore it, and it's connected to the path of the moon. And now we have the moon and the sun connected, the reflection of love. And this is connected to the energy of the crone, the shaman, someone who's experienced transformation. And it's over many seasons. And look at the serpent and the world. And we know that the world, and it's connected to the card we spoke about with the mechanism in it, that is the world, and it's the 10th house, and it's connected to Capricorn and what we're doing. And this annular solar eclipse in Capricorn, we're expanding, we are shedding another level of the devil energies. We're cutting them away to create with another level of the light. And it has to do with connecting more to the seasons and the moon and the season that we're in. And there it is. I love it. The Six of Cups. We've restored innocence. We've restored faith, hope, connection. And we have got our harvest. We harvest. And it started off with everything that we were creating and connecting to in this sacred container to show that we wanted to create holistic healing and holistic health through the dark to the light. Now we're celebrating with the cup. I'm gonna go celebrate with my cup, and I'm gonna get some tea in there and some coconut water and some fancy juice and be thankful for the harvest and family. Take care. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I'll see you for that annular solar eclipse in Capricorn reading tomorrow. Everyone, it's been so beautiful and amazing, and what a blessing to spend this time together.
It's a Merry Christmas